So the question says an engineer is required to visit a factory 4 out of first 15 days of every month, and no 2 visits can take place on the consecutive days. So this is a lot important here. So now we need to find out the number of ways this can be done. So out of the total 15 days, there are going to be 11 non-visiting days and 4 visiting days. As these visiting days cannot be consecutive, first we'll consider non-visiting days. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 non-visiting days that we have here. So these 11 non-visiting days are actually going to make a 12 gaps between them, right? And one in the beginning and one in the end. So total we are going to get 12 gaps. So out of these 12 gaps, if you have any 4 gaps, which are going to be your 4 visiting days, right? So out of these 12 gaps, we are going to select any 4 gaps, and those 4 gaps are going to be your 4 visiting days. So they will never become consecutive. So the number of ways of selecting 4 gaps out of the 12 gaps is what going to be your answer. Okay, so out of the 12 gaps, we need to find out the number of ways of selecting 4 gaps, and how many ways that we can do here. So that will be simply 12C4, which is going to be equal to 12 factorial upon 4 factorial into 8 factorial. Now, if we solve this factorial, we are going to get answer as 495. So now this question is actually a pretty regular one. So many of you might have seen this type of question in a different framing. That is, let's consider a train traveling from station A to station B, and in between A and B, there are 10 intermediate stations. Now, the number of ways the train can have 3 stoppages in between, such that none of the stoppages are consecutive. So I guess everyone might have solved these type of questions. So this question is actually based on that similar concept only they have changed the wording here. The framing of the question is different, but it is exactly similar question of that one only. And it is actually one of the easiest questions that came in the JEE Advanced 2020. And the answer for this question is what? 495.